Okay, let's talk about fractional indices. Fractional indices. This is when the power is a fraction. So if I have a to the power n over m, right? So a is being raised to an index, but the index is actually a fraction with a numerator and a denominator. So what you do here, you would want to treat the numerator more or less like a power and the denominator like a root. Okay, so you want to treat the numerator like a power and the denominator like a root. So this translates to m root a, so m operating on the root and then n operating on the power. So the denominator will operate on the root and then the numerator will operate on the power. So you follow that same thing. So let's have an example. For example, if I have 8 to the power 2 over 3, the 3 operates on the root and the 2 operates on the power. So this is going to be a cube root of 8 then to the power 2. Cube root of 8, simply what number multiplies itself 3 times to give you 8? 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, so we're looking at 2. The result of cube root of 8 is 2. I'll then raise this 2 to the power 2. 2 to the power 2 gives you a 4. Let's try another example. If we have something like 9 to the power 3 over 2, right? In this case, the 2 operates on the root and then 3 operates on the power. So you'll have second root of 9 to the power 3. This means what number multiplies itself 2 times to give you 9? It's 3. 3 to the power 3 is 27. Okay, so this is all you need to know in terms of the laws and the rules of indices. So let me just do 2 examples to help you navigate through questions. So let's say I have something like 64 to the power minus 2 over 3. Now here we have 2 things. Number 1, we have a negative sign, which means invert. Number 2, we have a fractional index, which means one of those has to operate on the root and the other has to operate on the power. So let's start off with invert. If we invert, this becomes 1 over 64. Right? And this 1 over 64 to the power 2 over 3. The power becomes positive on inverting. After we invert, we then apply these 2 numbers here. 3 operates on the root of 64. Make sure you do not forget this 1. Make sure you do not forget that 1. And then 2 operates on the power. So what's the cube root of 64? It's 4. 4 to the power 2 will give you 16. So it gives you 1 over 16. Make sure you do not forget the 1 as you follow through this calculation. So let's try something else. Example here, you have perhaps minus 9 to the power 0, the power, 1,5. Okay, forgive me there. Minus 9 to the power 1,5. Why do I have a minus 9? I want to make it a positive. A positive 9 to the power 1,5. So now this number is a bit difficult to understand when it's a decimal number. But 1,5 is simply 15 divided by 10, which if you put it in lowest terms is 3 over 2. So you want fractions. So instead of 1,5, we're going to use 3 over 2. So this is the same as 9 to the power 3 over 2. And again, you just get the second root of 9, then to the power 3. Square root of 9 is 3, to the power 3 gives you 27. So I hope these examples are useful and they'll help you navigate through the questions. This is all you really need to know about the laws of indices. This should be enough for the exam.